welcome to a new video. My name is Mika. For those who are new, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So in this video, I am on my way to the retreat at a gathering spot. Mayor Andrew Dickens, he's going to be doing a fireside chat with Jermaine Dupri. So I'm going to check this out. It is Black Atlanta Music Week, or Atlanta Black Music Week. Yeah, it's that. So this is one of the events that they are having in honor of that. So I'm excited. I want to hear what Jermaine Dupri has to say, the culture, all that kind of stuff. I had told Bay about it, but I guess, I don't know, he's not really like a social butterfly, but I'm just like, dude, like, you sing, you act, like, you don't think you need to go out to an event for Atlanta Black Music Week? So, you know, I just let him do his own thing, and I just concentrate on, you know, why are you going? It was not your turn to go, my boy. But I just concentrate on, you know, just networking, building my brand, connecting with people, and then just attending like dope events. And I have a membership at the gathering spot, so it's kind of like, yeah, let me go out to this event. Let's see what's shaking, what's popping, what's really going on. You know what I mean? Got to get my money's worth. Okay. So, yeah, so that's pretty much what I am on the way to. So, I ain't gonna really talk y'all head out today. So, I will meet y'all once I get at the gathering spot, okay? Alright, y'all, so I am at Barcelona. So the event actually starts at 7 o'clock. So my friend, she's a little hungry. I probably need to put on my microphone for y'all because it's kind of loud, so I don't know if y'all can hear me. But we're at Barcelona and we're gonna get some quick bites. So I'm gonna show y'all what's on the menu.
Taylor.
No,
I just had to mention.
Yeah, we're going to gathering spot. Yeah, we're going to the gathering spot. What the man say his name? Taylor. Okay, Taylor. Oh, see, she working. She got her laptop out.
I need to be at the house with my laptop.
I'm gonna start. It's summertime. I'm gonna have to start coming out the house, going somewhere for happy hour with my laptop.
I want to see the pool at the retreat.
Oh,
Like,
we
I
gonna
might
pass
have
it.
to. Oh, we did. I ain't paying no.
It ain't no big. It's not a big pool though. It's just like a.
Right here.
Thank you.
It didn't take so long, but I guess the pool too. Is it roasted?
It's probably like grilled, ain't it?
Yeah, roasted.
It's pan seared.
Oh, PNC.
It starts off pan seared.
All right, patatas bravas.
And then it puts it in obviously 2
Ah.
It's cooked from raw.
Yeah.
So all of our large plates will cook 45 minutes to an hour.
Another package.
Now, if the people come in, when I visit, when I first of all, shorter than that, but depends on how many orders are coming in, how fast, I don't know how fast they prepare. You gotta get, sometimes you got a time situation to get the ticket. You gotta miss that. You gotta pull the fish. You gotta season it. By the time they get through all that, that's like 5 to 10 minutes just there. The cooking process might not be long, but between before and after, it adds on time. So, ladies, you can't take a break.
I'm good.
I don't. Let's see. I want to see what kind of wine they got. Not that I'm really a wine girl, but I wonder if this sweet Riesling. I need to ask him.
It's okay. It's like crisp.
But I only like it sweet though. I don't like it tart.
You don't want it crisp.
I like sweet. And then I usually just go with my little Prosecco, honey. Me either. Maybe it's just trying to keep the potato up. I don't know what that's all about, but that's kind of weird. All right, I have never had the shrimp, so I hope it's good.
It's so good. I learned to make it at the house because they put sherry wine in it.
Hot. One thing I'm gonna do is get potatoes.
Fried potato? I hate to see me yummy. It looks like we just sat down.
It do feel like that.
We're just funny because like Jill and I are. No. You have the coat now. So by the time.
She said she don't care about being in the back.
Oh yeah, I don't care.
I probably need to sit in the back myself because I might, depending on how interesting the conversation is, I might be like,
Oh my god.
yo.
Church bring up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired. I don't know where you're going to go to the restroom. I said, I don't know where you're going to go to the restroom.
Oh, I don't care. Mm-mm. I don't be caring. But I come here, get me a little content, and call it a day.
Since I'm who I'm dealing with, let me act accordingly. Is that a recording? What is
It's a microphone.
Okay.
And then I'm recording on this. You want to be on camera? Okay, wait. Let me turn the camera back. All right, it's on you now.
What you want? What you want me to give you?
All right now. All right, now y'all need to come to Barcelona, West Midtown, and see Taylor at the bar, okay? Come see him.
And I still wear clean.
Tiffany, you done got the man started now.
I got what?
You done got him started now by making sure.
Stop me being fast before it's all said and done now.
Oh no, we cool. We good. I'm in a good place.
You in a good place.
When I'm not in a good place, things go left.
Thank you. I should have got me a cocktail. I think I'm
Get one, get up there.
yeah, probably. I was trying to see if my friend I know there, or a friend of a friend that is bartending. But no, I think I'm about going on a fast while I take my shots. I think I'm a fast from alcohol.
And those stuff you got, is it pills or a shot?
Girl, it's a shot. Pray for me.
Did it come with the needles? I had to order the needles.
Yeah, it already came with everything. Yeah.
Order.
It's all in a little pack. I didn't really get a chance to dissect it because as I was pulling out, I saw it, and I was like, let me go ahead and just open it up, stuff the medicine part in the refrigerator because it has to be refrigerated.
But they say it's really, really small needles, like you can't even feel it.
Yeah, it's small. Well, I didn't really look. But I'm not really scared anyway because for my autoimmune disease, I have to take a shot. But it's like a click jet though. So I basically just put it on my thigh and press a button in a needle.
No. I just said I need
So I have a click jet for my medicine that I have to take once a week. And basically I just put it down and I press a button and the needle automatically go.
Did you put the needles I didn't give you in the click jet?
I don't know because mine already comes to, it's already
in there.
No, some companies do make it click jet and of course they want you to pay more. But this is free $19.99.
Right.
So I'm gonna do like some content, like I'm gonna do my journey and show like on Sunday I'm gonna film like my befores and show what I look like before and then do it after and then I'm gonna like do a diary. So I'm gonna have like a month, probably break it down like by week.
Yeah, take pictures too.
Yeah.
And measure yourself.
Oh yeah, because I do gotta measure it.
Okay.
Same. Because with the weight don't really matter sometimes. It depends on like your sizes. And then people lose weight in different areas.
I never been to
Me either. Me either.
on each other.
Yeah.
Y'all met here or did you smoke here? Where you came to see?
Yeah. My neighbor.
I was
So-
last year, so
Yeah.
and we could bet you back. It's longer than that.
I think it's about 3 years.
That was 24 when they at the party.
Oh, okay, so it is 2. Yeah. Cause we went to, so I know she's friends with my neighbor, and so like me and my neighbor are cool. So we was at an event, and she came with him to the event, and we just got to talking, and I was like, okay, let's hang out. Now he be getting mad. He just said that the other day.
My friend.
He said that the other day he was out there cleaning out his garage. Somebody he was about to pressure wash it, and he was like, what you and Tiff doing? Going on road trips? I was like, don't be jealous. It's about you friends still. I said, listen, I tell people, listen, if I meet a friend and I like her, she mine. Okay? I know.
Long story. Mayor Andre. Oh, they're gonna take a picture. Okay, period. I love it. Let's get that out of the way so we can get down to this conversation. Yes. And thank you so much to the Gathering Spot for allowing us to be in this space. We definitely wanted to have it here because this is a staple in the city. And thank you to all of our team. Let's go ahead and thank y'all now. Okay, go ahead if you want to get the.
Perfect. I got it. You good?
Thank y'all. Hold on.
And one more right here. Right here, real quick first. Right here on me. Perfect. I get it.
All right, we're ready to get this show started. Everybody take your seats. Take your seats. Awesome. Yeah, going on. Mr. Mayor Dickens. Mr. Mayor from Dickens.
Hi, everybody. Here we go.
Hey.
What's up? Well, I'm Ryan Wilson. I'm one of 2 co-founders of the Gathering Spot, and I'm here with the mayors. The mayor of this city and the mayor of all things culture and who we are as a city. Mayor Dickens, I'm gonna come to you first. We got a lot of things happening in the city right now. Talk to us though specifically about the relationship between the city of Atlanta and the creative community.
Yeah, man. Well, first, thank you, Ryan. You guys always make sure that you bring the people out, and this is the best spot in Atlanta, man. The retreat, I mean, the views, the staff, and everything. So, always glad to be here. It's home for me, the Gathering Spot, forever. It's home from a founding member. I'm glad about that. JD, thanks for sharing the stage, man. Always good to be around you. And yeah, man, the mayor of the city, man. But before I even got the job, I was like, wait, did I already, me and JD get to share this job? But yeah, so the city always has a lot going on. But right now, we got a whole lot going on. It's just busy. And part of what makes us a great city is that we have this culture, these creatives, these individuals that set the tone and the heartbeat, the beat of the city. And so creatives bring such value to the city, economic value for sure, the products that you create, the businesses that you build, the amount of influence that you have, it boosts our economy. It makes jobs. It gives people things to do, to spend on, but also it's a revenue generator. We are a visitor city. A lot of conventions and visitors come here every single day and definitely every week. We are one of the largest convention cities in the United States, and I mean like top 5. And the world's busiest airport has a lot to do with that, and then all of the amenities that we have and all the hotels and all that stuff. And so those people come here and they get to experience what we're like. When they turn on our radio, they hear our sound. They walk through our spaces, and they're like, we got a beat, we got a tune to this thing. And nightlife is a part of that. Now, Falana Williams is a part of my team, the Mayor's Office of Film Entertainment and Nightlife. Yeah, she is Film Entertainment and Nightlife. She's oversees all things cool in the city. And nightlife is a big part of Atlanta, not just for all the clubs, but yes, the clubs, but just the bars and restaurants. They hire people and they make economy that ends up being able to help us do a lot of things in the community. So the other thing about the creative that is spectacular is creatives gives us a mode of communications to the rest of the community. The voice that you have is international. And so when you say, I'm with the mayor on something, or when you say, I want the mayor to do something, it has a lot of value. It has a lot of legs to it. It goes farther. It inspires, it invokes people's participation, and it also, gets us motivated to do things. The creatives' voices, the people like JD and all the musicians and all the filmmakers and all of the TV folks that are here and the artists, it's a value set that other cities don't have. But it's also a way to translate culture and to be able to explain things to different people in different ways. And so sometimes it's hard for me to explain a hard concept, and I just be like, well, let me call JD, Killer Mike, or Tyler Perry to come break it down for somebody, and that helps a whole lot.
Mayor JD.
Yo.
It's Black Music Week. Right, this is a very special occasion for us to be able to celebrate us. Right. You have been talking recently, yes, but just throughout your entire career about just what was created here in the city.
Yes.
For people that are not from Atlanta, but want to be, what is the thing that you wish that everyone understood better about the magic that's in the city created?
My mic's loud. One, it's the magic's been here. You know what I mean? I think that's the biggest misconception, that JD brought the magic of, it ain't come from me. It was already here. It's a lot. It's a lot of artists that were. Hello. Yeah, it's a lot of artists that were here, like P.O. Bryson, right? Brick. The SOS Band, these are black groups that really were killing R&B music in the 80s, even late 70s. I'm talking about killing it. You know what I mean? Stuff that I feel like people actually thought that they only saw when they saw the younger generation like myself doing it. But I saw Larry Blackman ride down Campbellton Road in a drop-top Ferrari first, right? I seen this in my own eyes, right? This was happening. I only knew about what's the place where V103 is? What's it called? College Square. I only knew about College Square because P.O. Bryson had a penthouse at the top. I didn't care about nothing else that was in there. I'm just this is where people live at, and I used to drive by there for years, saying, oh, that P.O. Bryson got a penthouse. You know what I mean? So I grew up knowing how rich the culture of music was in Atlanta, and I tend to hate to see people not understand that. We have to continue to pouring into that backline, because it's not just like I said, it's not just me, it's not just Outkast, it's not just the people moving forward. This is a sound and an energy that was in this city before we even started making music.
I wanted to chime in on that. This is Black Music Week, and JD and Michael Malden and the whole team, the Walk of Fame and everything that we're doing is significant. He's talking about, P.O. Bryson. You gotta talk about Gladys Knight and people like that. So we go way back. So we are, yes, in this contemporary culture, we think about the Outkast and TLC, of course, JD and Ludacris and all of the above. But we go even further back. This sound, when you're the headquarters of the HBCUs, the largest concentration of historically black colleges and universities is right here in this city. Talent just emanates from this city, and it kind of, produces a customer base for that sound. And our radio stations just, played it. When we were growing up, there was 1 or 2 radio stations, and
one.
There was one. There's one. And so you listen to your mama's music because she was the one that was controlling the radio. But we all stayed on the same channel, but so that meant we all had the same vibe, the same sound. But the legacy that you hear him talk about, thinking about those, he looked up to Peebo and the Gladyses and the others that we mentioned, and then now folks look up to him. So we keep this thing moving. So imagine where we'll be in 20 years when it's no longer like just, the Migos, or then you get to the future, and you get to, it's just on and on and on. And that is what a beautiful ecosystem we have here.
JD, I want to go back to you. If you look at where we're going, right? So one of the things that's like remarkable about your career is that yes, we can talk about it in eras, right? Like you've had so much success over so much time. Talk to us about where we are headed. You're still active in the game, making hits, creating culture, helping to define like the sound of this moment. What's ahead for Atlanta?
I mean, for Atlanta, I think that we just have to support. Like I said, we got to continue to keep support, because one thing about I see that happens in the city. Once the artists get big, we start trying to go back down and start looking at the little ones, and we kind of like forget about the big ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we can't do that because that's ours, and I think that's what makes this Black Music Week and everything matter so much, because we're trying to bring attention to this all of Atlanta. TLC is Atlanta, Shadi is Atlanta, Usher's Atlanta, this Outkast is Atlanta. Like, all of this is Atlanta. This don't belong to nobody else, right? So if you from this city or you represent this city, this is ours, and we gotta make sure that we maintain and keep acting like that. With that being said, Usher and Chris Brown is about to go on the biggest tour that R&B music has ever seen in his life, and Usher lives in Atlanta. So we just gotta. I mean, this will be one of the biggest statements for Black music, as far as I'm concerned, ever. This is what Lil Rich was talking about. This would be what, when Lil Rich used to get on the awards and talk about how white people used to take everything that we did, and they ain't ever want to give him his flowers. This is gonna be the first time where two Black guys don't have to compromise their sound, and they can sell out to Mercedes Dome 4 nights in a row.
You got tickets?
No.
Ask the follow-up question. Are you gonna be there?
Yeah. You got to shoot or shoot. You gotta take your shot.
I said it's sold out 4 nights in a row.
Look, I had to try. I had to try.
Okay.
Mayor, we got to get you back to some city business in a second, but I have 2 quick questions. The world's coming to this city. I stopped the countdown because it feels like it's right now.
17 days?
See, he knows.
Yeah.
You have championed a culture house, right? Why is that important to you? Why have you spent time, energy, effort, city's resources to make sure that the city's culture is on display during this event?
Yeah, guys. So, World Cup is going to be here. At least 500,000 or more people are going to be coming from around the world, coming to Atlanta. It's going to take place over 39 days, 8 matches. They say it's like 8 Super Bowls. So it's big. It's a big deal. It's going to be a great boost for our economy. And not only is it going to be the people that are coming here, the digital representation across the world is going to be humongous. When we have the semifinal match, that will be the only international event happening, and 4.5 billion people will see the city of Atlanta. When they say live from Atlanta, here's this country versus this country, 4.5 billion people across the planet are gonna say, wow, look at that skyline view. They're gonna take big, whether it's drones or whether it's the blimp or whatever it's gonna be, they're gonna be showing our skyline. They're gonna be talking to people that's walking on the Beltline. They're gonna be talking to people walking through the stores and the restaurants saying, how do you feel? Where are you from? People around the world are gonna say, yo, that place is dope. The people are creative. They're diverse. They're beautiful. I want to go there. I want to put my sales conference there. I want to put my regional headquarters there. I'm going to put I'm going to do an event there. I'm going to, get some talent from there. 4.5 billion people are going to say Atlanta, and they're going to talk about it. Now, the 500,000 that's going to be here are going to experience, and they're going to just start doing stuff, of course. So I wanted the World Cup to happen with Atlanta and not to Atlanta, which is an important thing. Big events like FIFA comes in and they just lock down streets and they tell you, they changed the name of the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, right? They can do that. They're huge. And so I started feeling, in the other 11 United States cities, all of us was like, yo, man, they just kind of take over. It's kind of this. And I was like, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure my small businesses get some love. So when these folks ask me like, where you wanna, we're from Spain or we're from this place and we wanna host an event, I'd be like, this way. You know, and then I created Showcase Atlanta, so you can go to showcaseatlanta.com, and all these small businesses can say, I have halal food, or I have kosher, or I have Spanish cuisine, or I Moroccan dishes, because those are the countries that are coming in the first round. And Haitian dishes, et cetera, et cetera. So the Haitian community, you best believe, they're gonna be at the Haitian restaurants here in Atlanta. And so we wanted to make sure that happened with them. And so that's part of it, is making sure that it's spread out amongst the community. Then we're gonna have watch parties and places for y'all to watch for free. So then I said, well, you know, I was talking to Adrian Jefferson and Falana and others about how we wanna show our culture. So not only should we have our small businesses make money, but we got a vibe, we got a culture. So how do we make sure that, you know, people know where this music thing came from? How do they know New Face Collection, right? How do they know Jerry gonna be talking, me and him gonna do a podcast there. Where you at? There he is, Jerry Clark. So, but then we also gonna have space for Haiti is going to have some stuff on display. Spain is going to have some stuff on display. Morocco. So it's a cultural exchange. The people-to-people exchanges, the cultural exchanges are going to happen whether you have a ticket or not. It's free. It's free. You guys can come attend. And fashion shows will take place there. Artists will show their things. Films will be on display. That way, when they leave, they'll have a taste of Atlanta, a feel of Atlanta. They'll have your business card, and they'll be able to say, yo, when I think about America, I don't just think about New York and LA no more. There's a place with brown people that are doing amazing things that I want to tap into. And so brand managers of some of these major companies are going to be like, tap into these local Atlanta brands to expand their larger brands. Let's use some of these faces and some of these clothes and some of these soundtracks to inspire people in the marketplace. So I think that's where our lens and our vision went with the culture exchange, the culture house. It's going to be dope. Come on by. So FIFA happens on 8 days. We're going to have the day before is Culture House Day at 8 times. It's going to be dope.
Everybody, mic drop. Everybody join me in thanking the 61st mayor of the city.
Hey.
There's so much criticism about what politicians do not do right a lot of times, right? We're always talking about we wish they would do more. This is a brother that is if you need evidence of this, go online, and he gave the most impassioned speech about making sure that we invest in neighborhoods that have lived in for a long time. I'm gonna get in trouble if you do not go, but watch those comments and know that we have an advocate that's working hard to make this city everything that it can be.
Yeah, thank y'all, man. Much love. What do you say? Yeah. I watch shop in Wakefield too. That's all I got in my neighborhood.
The mayor. I'm gonna ask Mayor JD a couple more questions.
Okay, Mayor JD, I gotta go make sure the city's doing well. It's been good. We love y'all. Take care.
One more time for a couple more questions before we get out of here. I'm gonna ask you a similar one about just the World Cup and this stage, right? How do we make the most as a creative community of this moment? Right? We got 500,000 people coming to the city. We got a Super Bowl coming in a couple years. This is a time where a lot of eyeballs are going to be on the city. If you're a creative in town, what do you need to be doing to position yourself to take advantage of
I think the thing that I don't see a lot is the support of a lot of things that are created, right? So I think Dallas Austin is heading the create thing, right? Create Atlanta, right, Falana? Yeah, right? I think that if you're a creative, you should go to this. You should check it out. You know what I mean? I think, he said a lot of new artists were performing. That's how Atlanta was built. Atlanta was built on us supporting each other and going to things that we probably didn't get nothing from, right? We wasn't going there because we was getting something from it. And I think that's the energy we have to put out during this time. be outside. You know what I mean? Be outside, go see what's happening, because this is a once in a lifetime thing. And I had the same attitude when the Super Bowl came here and I did the free concert in Centennial Park. It's the same thing. It's the same attitude. I think I had 100,000 people out there. You know what I mean? And I got all the artists from Atlanta to perform. And it's the same thing. You just got to make sure we show up and make sure that we are really who we say we are.
I'm asking one more question about discovery. Right, this city has, I mean, we've produced more people coming out of Atlanta. We have our fair share of superstars. For people that are trying to get in the game, what advice do you have? It feels like the game has changed a lot, right, in terms of how people discover new people, like new artists. What advice do you have for folks that are like, I'm just trying to figure out where the door is, and if I can kick it a little bit in to just get an opportunity to have an opportunity?
I mean, that's the first problem. The door, there ain't no door. You know what I mean? You can think you're gonna kick the door in. You gotta just go. You know what I mean? Like I say, you gotta go be around things. You hear stuff. You gotta go. You gotta try to be a part as much as possible. You know what I mean? And the only thing that I would say is that, you know, a lot of times I think, like I heard him say something about free watch parties, and all of this is free, right? Is it free for her? Huh? The Culture House is free. The Culture House is free. That's enough, right? Just what I'm saying. You get a culture. I don't know what's going on in there, but if you ain't got no money, that sounds like the place you should be at. I'm just telling you how I would move, right? If it was me and I ain't had no ins and outs, and I heard somebody say it's a Culture House, I'm going. And I'm, you know, and that's naturally how my life has been. I go to these places with no high expectations. I'm just going to be in the space of where I think the energy is, and I don't know where I bump into somebody, right? And this is what you have to, you know, this is what you have to believe is going to happen. I mean, you know, of course the morals is going to still be, Atlanta going to be Atlanta. You know what I mean? Atlanta going to do Atlanta. So if you want to stand in Lenox Square and wait for somebody to come in there with your song, you got to do Atlanta. This is what Atlanta going to do. But yeah, I mean, I think you got to get out. You got to make sure that you are very present in this moment. Don't let it pass by. This will not happen again in the next, I don't know how long it'll be before we get this to happen again.
This is my last question for you. And I just want to put a stamp on this point, right? Black Music Week and just the celebration of us. It sounds simple, right? It sounds like one of those things of like, oh yeah, of course, that should happen, right? But there are, I mean, your father included, like folks that are working really hard to make sure that this thing gets established in a way that it's something that for generations people know is a thing that happens in the city. Why is that important? Just like very simply, why are we doing Black Music Week? Why are we inducting people into the Hall of Fame? Why is it an effort that you're supportive of? And why should we all continue to engage with it?
I mean, for me, the most soulful music, Black music, that we've ever listened to comes from Georgia. Like, no matter how you want to, you know, slice it up. You got Otis Redding from Macon. You know what I mean? You got James Brown from Augusta, right? You got what we have done here in Atlanta. It's I mean, I think that's damn near 70% of the music industry, right? If you ask me, I don't know. I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, you know, like I say, you gotta include the SOS band, and you gotta include the stories that happen in Atlanta to get to these other places for other artists, right? That's another thing that people don't really pay attention to. So the only way you're gonna learn this is if you pay attention to what my father and his company is doing with the band, right? Because that they're putting the light on things that you don't get this education in school, you don't get this education on the streets. BET ain't BET no more, and that's not this. It's just not what it is when I was growing up. This is, you know what I'm saying? So you got to get this information from somewhere, right? And having moments like this and events like this to put the light, continue to put the light on people. Like before I made Welcome to Atlanta, I was slightly not as focus in the understanding of how special Atlanta was. I knew Atlanta was a special city, but until you start traveling and you go to somebody else's airport and you walk through their TSA and it don't look like this room, and then you look back and you like, wait a minute, you come back to the Hartsfield and this all you see is out there, and you go to somebody else's place and it don't look like this again, you start realizing like, wait a minute, where do I live at? Right? Like, where the hell do I live at? Right? And if you grow up here, you grow up going through Hartsfield as a kid, you don't think white people even work for TSA. I'm just telling you. So it's a special place that, and I'm saying when I made Welcome to Atlanta, I started realizing like what he said is that people think that it's New York and it's LA. And then they throw Chicago in there and then they say London. In Chicago. Listen, I like Chicago, I got you. I'm just saying, you guys have been getting shouted out for a long time. But Atlanta was getting, we wasn't getting the shout outs, right? We weren't getting the, and then Spike Lee came and he started doing what he was doing. And then even in like Minister Society, before Kane got killed, they was trying to get to Atlanta. So it's always been Atlanta's like the designation for, but it still wasn't getting that group of flowers that it needed to get. And I was like, I ain't got but one shot. I'll make this one song and we're gonna try to see if the world pays attention to it.
I told you last question. This is my real last question. Wait, sorry, I grew up in the church, so it's point 1, 2, 3 and bonus. When did you know that record was that record?
Outside of Atlanta, just when I saw people in other places saying One Tweezy, and I'm like, wow, okay, you know what I mean? Because I'm trying to keep it on that song. I kept it as Atlanta as it could possibly be. You know what I mean? Fellwood, empty rivalry. If you ain't from Atlanta, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, just that's what it is. And if you ain't from the south side, you might not know what I'm talking about either. If you're from the north side or the west side, you didn't have to deal with that. But this is what I had to deal with, right? So I'm saying, what I did, like I said, going into making a song, that's that Atlanta, right? And the world actually responding back to me and saying the lyrics as if they know what I'm talking about, I was just like, okay, all right, we have finally got to our space, but we still ain't there yet. We're still growing and getting to where we gotta go.
Well, I think I'm not alone. Mayor JD, we appreciate you.
Thank you.
I have two asks as we conclude. The first ask is please continue to support this effort. Right? Again, this is one of those things that when it exists, we have to appreciate it. We have to engage with it. So thank you for showing up tonight, to continue to show up. Because stuff goes away and then we're always doing the like, what happened to that? And it's like, we didn't show up. It's not a complicated answer. The second thing, in true Gatherings by Fashion, and what honestly this whole thing is about, is meet somebody that you don't know tonight. There's a lot of great people here, and it's what exists in this community in connecting with one another that makes Atlanta special. Thank y'all. Thank you. See everybody soon.